Hey, welcome back to the Usable Marketing Podcast. I'm Ginger Zumeda, and today I'm super excited to talk about red to blue ocean. I've talked about it before, but what's different is I've actually been working with a client, and we are gearing up to do a full-on deep dive session on red to blue ocean. And what's the difference? And so first, let me just say this. If you haven't heard one of the previous podcasts about red to blue ocean, what I'm talking about is where you find your customers, right? And there's a book called Blue Ocean Strategy, but that's not important right now. What the big takeaway is that your current customers, or the customers that you want to be your current customers, so your prospects, in other words, are most likely, if they are paying other people, they are in what we would call a red ocean. And for you to bring them over to your product or service or whatever that happens to be, one of the things that you might want to consider is, in messaging, how do you really present a new and different offer, something that is irresistible? And to do that, you first have to understand what is your market, like who's in your market, etc. So anyway, we've developed a cool little framework, worksheet to do this. It is not public yet, but stay tuned. There's going to be a way for you to access this stuff that I'll be talking about in the next few days. But in the meantime, I'm going to kind of walk you through some of the things on this framework so you can get a sense. So the first thing, and we've talked about this many, many times, is you really have to do the work of understanding who your ideal prospect is. For that, you use a persona. If you want to, I have a tool. I don't remember the link right now, but we've got a tool available somewhere on how to do a super deep dive on your persona. But here's what I want you to think about. Everyone that goes shopping, right, which is kind of all of us, we go shopping most of the time for some sort of salve or painkiller to solve the problem that we currently have. So when you think about your ideal customer or your ideal prospect, I want you to think about, what is the pain that they're currently trying to escape, right? What's driving them from complacency to all of a sudden go on their shopping experience, right? So that's what's driving them to the red ocean. It usually starts with some sort of problem recognition. And that problem recognition usually has something to do with health, it has to do with wealth, it has to do with status, it has to do with relationships, right? But there's something that they go shopping for. So I want you to think about the customers that are currently shopping from others that you want them to be your customers. What is the pain that they're trying to escape in the first place? What was the problem that they recognized that sent them on their shopping spree, right? And then if you look at that, you're starting to go like, well, where are they going? That is the red ocean. Where are they going in order to find the thing that's going to help them escape that pain? So when you think about the red ocean, I want you to think about, what products and services are they buying right now? And this is really important. What products and services are they opening their wallets currently, right, for? Like, who are those companies, or what are those products and what are those services? Those are basically competitors. And newsflash, that's where your customers are right now. The good thing about that is that your customers are validated. They actually exist because they're opening their wallets, right? So think about that, and also think about who's the category king in that sector, right? Who's the Coca-Cola? Who's the Apple? Who's the Nike of the sector that you're talking about? Because you're going to want to understand a little bit about them, right? So next thing is, we talked about what the pain that is that they're trying to escape. Okay, well, what are the results that they're really seeking, right? What is this ideal customer after? What did they think that they went shopping for, that they're looking for, that they went to the red ocean in search of? Think about that, all right? Get all of those down. And the next thing I want you to think about is, what are they currently paying to solve that problem, right? There's a difference between the people that go to pay less and the people that go get a super expensive pair of Gucci shoes, let's say, right? They're going to solve different problems, obviously. But whatever your market is, and neither of those is right or wrong, by the way, but whatever your market is what pain are they trying to escape? Where are they going? What were they hoping to get? But then next, what are they currently paying? Because that's going to give you an idea of where you're going to sit if those are your customers. Okay, now here's the really fun stuff. What identity did your competition, so those players in the red ocean, what identity did your competition give to your ideal prospect? What can they call themselves or say about themselves that now that they have the product or service, like I'm a good saver, or I look really rich, so I have status, but what identity did it give them? Then I want you to examine your competition and figure out what sales messages sold them. What was it that got them into the store in the first place? Into that store, right? Especially look at the category king. Then I want you to think about what is the irritant that they still